Hey guys, it's Tarot and Beyond. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are looking at your next level up, and we're going to be doing an extended on the members side of the channel as well. The extended will be looking at how and when you will be leveling up, and this reading will be looking at general messages regarding this level up. So stick around. We've got 3 groups to choose from today. Group number 1 is playing, group number 2 is links, and group number 3 is masculine. If you feel called to more than one card, that's totally fine. You may be drawn to multiple readings because there's multiple areas of your life that are leveling up, and you will have messages there from Spirit. Take what resonates and leave the rest, as these are general readings. We'll see you there. All right, hi group number 1, welcome to your reading. Let's find out how you are leveling up. You were drawn to the playing card from the Holistic Oracle by Cooley Art, and I feel like your level up is going to have you having a lot more fun. Like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I'm actually seeing children playing outside clairvoyantly. In my mind, that's what I'm being shown right away is, children playing. So it feels innocent. It feels fun. It feels carefree. It feels like freedom to me. If I had to kind of encapsulate it in a particular word, it feels like freedom. So group number 1, I think this level up is going to really free you in terms of your ability to have fun in life, to feel more childlike, to have more energy. I just heard as well. Okay. Yeah. So you're going to have more energy in this level up as well. And it's coming fast is what I'm hearing. It's coming fast and you're going to really enjoy it. Okay, we have the King of Cups as well. Yeah, I just feel like you're really going to enjoy this level up, whatever this is, group number 1. It's emotionally satisfying is actually what I'm hearing. It's emotionally satisfying for you. 4 of Swords. This could come after a period of profound rest where you had to pull back and really take care of yourself, where you had to, I'm hearing disconnect or dissociate intentionally. Like there's unintentional and unhealthy things associated with dissociation and disconnection. But what I'm seeing here is that it's like by pulling back and focusing on your emotional well-being, or something that was going on in terms of your maturity. They're showing me something about maturation. Okay, so Spirit is telling us that whatever you've done in the past, group number 1, regarding pulling back, maybe meditating more, connecting to your emotional body, doing some inner child work, some reparenting or something like that. It's like there was this moment in time, or maybe a period of time, where you dedicated a lot of focus to this. I'm hearing actually perspective shift. I was going to say something else, but they said perspective shift. All right. And then by changing your perspective, I think this is like renewing your innocence, or this childlike approach to life and the fun that you're going to be having. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Cups. They were showing me children playing, and look, here we have children playing. So you see, this is how Spirit confirms. They show me clairvoyantly, and then they bring out the card that directly has that message or that image. So look, group number 1, this is very positive. You are leveling up in terms of your enjoyment of life. This is emotional level fulfillment that comes from feeling secure and free to play. This is beyond survival. This is thrive. It's like you're able to thrive now. You're able to break free from the barriers of maybe mental limitations or emotional limitations, or like different perspectives that kept you stuck in a box. It's like you're breaking free from that, and in doing so, you're just letting yourself have fun. You know, maybe you judged yourself, or you feared what other people would think if you did that, and all of a sudden you're just like, I don't really care anymore. Like YOLO, even though we actually live way more than one time, but you know, it's like, you know, fuck it. I only live one life in this body. I'm going to do it the way that I want to. I don't want to have regrets. # no regrets. And you're just going to live your life and be free. 2 of Wands. I see you planning a trip, actually, is what I'm being shown. You're going to be planning a trip. Maybe this is somewhere where you can go and play, relax, and heal. Maybe it's a family trip. Maybe this is you having fun planning for the future and kind of like just looking at your options and feeling, again, I'm getting this sense of freedom, like a sense of freedom to be able to choose what you want, a sense of freedom to be able to go where you want, do what you want, live however you want. I think the predominant energy here is satisfaction through freedom. 7 of Cups, you got options. Yeah, you got a lot of options, group number 1. This is part of the level up. But again, I think it's because you've gained some sort of mental clarity. I feel this card wants to sit here. So we're going to put that there. You got a lot of options. You got a lot of mental clarity that has come from a period of some intense introspection or some, like deep emotional work that you've been doing, or like some questioning that it's like you had some big decisions to make, group number 1. And I feel like you made them. I feel like you tuned into your intuition, or you did some deep diving and you figured it out, or this is part of the level up. The 4 of Wands, success. Right? I feel like you've passed a sort of milestone or a marker here. This is the level up. The 4 of Wands, this is the level up. You've passed the check mark, like in the middle of Mario Party, you past that little check mark, you've gotten through half the level, and now you don't have to repeat the first half. And you're able to connect to people more. I'm seeing you playing and having fun again with other people. So there's a social aspect to this that's coming through strongly. And especially after a period of I'm feeling very intense introspection, like very intense introspection. All right, let's get some oracle cards on the table. Group number 1. Oh, loss. Wow. Okay. So this may have been what spurred on or catalyzed this intense introspection, going through, what comes before the 4 of Swords, the 3 of Swords. That is the emotional loss. It's 3 swords stabbed through the heart, where we've been put through something that was very challenging emotionally and mentally, and it can be connected to loss. So this may have been the driving factor behind where this whole level up has happened or is happening. I feel that card too. Children. Yep. I told you. They were showing me children playing. We got that energy there in the 10 of Cups, which, by the way, is like the emotional fulfillment card. By the way, don't mind my like janky sleeves. I got makeup all over them and I'm just too lazy to wash it before the reading. I don't care. So, and maybe that's a message that I was meant to talk about, because children don't really care, right? They don't care if they're messy. They don't care if they're unkempt. They don't care because they're just playing and having fun. That's why I didn't care to change my shirt or wash it and be perfect showing up for the reading, because this to me is play. Yes, it's my work, but this is also my play. I love doing readings. That's why I can sit down and read for hours, because I love doing it. So this is part of it. This is part of the message, group number 2. This is the level up. It's like you're getting back to that childlike spirit within you that drives you to do things because you enjoy doing them. It's all about your emotional fulfillment. And this may have come after a period of loss that shifted your perspective. It's like when you lose something really profound in your life, it makes you appreciate, or it calls you, it gives you the opportunity. It doesn't make you, but it gives you the opportunity to appreciate what you do have and perhaps what you could add to your life as well. You know what they say, you never know what you've got until it's gone. Well, don't wait until it's gone. Maybe you temporarily lost something and then you had to recover it, and now you really appreciate it. And it's the juiciness of it, like how powerful happiness and fulfillment are for you in regard to your ability to play and to feel free and to have fun and to connect with people and to feel like you've got options. Yeah. Children are definitely important here. You can do it. Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for showing up. You can do it. If this level up has not happened yet, you can do it. And we're going to be diving deeper in the member side of the channel, going into how and when and why this is so important. But generally speaking, group number 1, I feel like I'm getting like that Nike swoosh. Actually, that's a synchronicity that I wrote down yesterday in my synchronicities journal. I was seeing Nike swooshes and Nike shoes and like Air Force Ones, and so it's something to do with Air Force One. So there's an energy of just go for it, like don't overthink it. Don't psych yourself out. if you want something, you want it. Just let yourself do that, like be free. That's really, really what it feels like. Like children are not self-conscious to the degree that adult humans become so self-conscious and hyper self-aware and hypercritical and very overly attuned to the perceptions of others. And I'm seeing this perspective shift being like, screw it, I'm just going to live my life. I'm just going to do what I want. I don't care what other people think. I'm just going to up and do it. I'm just going to up and go, or I'm just going to up and play, or I'm just going to up and start this business that feels like play to me, or I'm just going to whatever it is. And if it feels like it's too much of a daunting task, Spirit is saying, no, hey, guess what? Like, you can do it. The power of joy. I mean, yes, look, and it's coming out underneath the 10 of Cups, which is like this pure state of joy, and they both have the rainbow in them. So this feels like the rainbow after the storm. Actually, you know what this feels like, group number 1? It feels like the rainbow after the calm after the storm. So what I mean by that is like you go through the storm and then you recover. That's the Four of Swords energy. You're like, okay, like what just happened there? That was tough. Let me contemplate on this. Let me integrate whatever happened here. And then the rainbow comes, and it's not a rainbow from outside. It's a rainbow from the inside, because you're finally like, okay, this is what really matters to me. This is what I'm going to do. And look, on the bottom, you have Serapis Bay with go now. Just do it. You can do it. Go now. Like it's time, group number 1. It's not a time to sit and kind of like waffle and wish-wash back and forth anymore about whether you should or shouldn't do something. This is the time to go after what you want. I'm seeing pursue your dreams. Pursue your dreams. And now's the time. Now's the time. It really is. And if you felt like, oh, how am I going to do this if I have these responsibilities, or if I have these limitations, or maybe you have children and you have dependents, you have people dependent on you, whether it's you or others. And I'm feeling like there's a solution here that this level up is showing you, or will be showing you. There's a solution that you will find when you tune in to that joy. When you let joy lead you is actually the phrase I just heard Spirit say. When you let joy lead you. Internal explorer. Yes, just tune in. Just tune in. Your intuition is going to lead you. Your joy is going to lead you. That sense, or that visceral feeling of freedom is going to be the guidepost that will show you the way. Group number 1. So pay attention to that, because this is an activation just as much as it is a reading. We have merging with the divine, the soul star chakra on the bottom of the deck. This feels very significant. I feel like you are tapping into a much higher embodiment of consciousness, and it is through the power of joy. It is through this very high vibrational energy, emotion, that can be embodied at the human level. And you know what? I'm actually getting here, and I do need to mention it. I don't think this is going to be for everyone, but I am hearing something about, it's almost kind of like the archetype of a near-death experience that completely changes your life. Now, does that mean that you're going to have, or you had literally a near-death experience? No, it doesn't have to be that, but that's the vibe that this energy is giving off, or that's the vibe that this level up feels like. You go through something really challenging, potentially painful, and it completely changes your worldview, and your priorities shift, right? Because your perspective changes, your priorities change, and you're more attuned to what actually matters in life rather than some of the other things you may have gotten caught up in. This could also be coming on the heels of a massive spiritual awakening. I mean, we're talking about level ups, and a lot of the stuff that I go into here on the channel is deep dive spirituality. This is not a fluffy, all love and light, or just 3D physical manifestations type of channel. This is a deep dive spiritual channel. This is where we learn. This is where we heal. This is where we level up in those ways. This is the ascension path. And so I feel like group number 1, you are on this ascension path, and this is how you're connecting to this deeper and also more expansive expression of yourself, right? So this is the merging with the divine. It's the power of this joyful, innocent spirit within you that has full confidence in your ability to do whatever you set your mind to. There's not a lot of self-doubt there that blocks the way. It's just like, you know what, I'm going to go for it because I'm feeling drawn to it, because I'm intuitively pulled in that direction. This can also be a psychic awakening, where because you're expanding your vibration through joy, you start to be able to perceive more that is in the non-physical. So you're able to see more clairvoyantly, or you're able to feel more clairsentiently, or receive more claircognitive downloads about what you need to do and how and when. And I get the sense that you're building so much more than you've ever thought capable of, because you are expanding your perception. Big time here, group number 1. Big time. And the best part is that this is going to feel like play. It's not going to feel like work. And if you love what you do, and you genuinely enjoy it and get joy from doing something, you will never work a day in your life, because it will just feel like play. And there's no cap that we put on play, other than when we get tired and we just need to rest, or we need to eat, or we need to go pee, because we're humans and we have physical bodies. But other than that, there's no cap to play. It's endless. We always want more. We can never have enough, and that's fine. That's a good thing, actually, because it motivates us to do more, to be more, to explore, and to let our imagination soar. Bars. So group 1, that's really the message I'm getting here. Now, we're going to go even deeper in the members side of the reading. We're going to look at how this is happening, or the steps that you can take to initiate this if it hasn't already begun, and when also, like when this is happening very specifically. We'll get divine timing cards from the Oracle to support you in this process of this level up. All right, so if you are jumping over to the member side of the channel, we will see you there in that portion of the reading. And if not, feel free to check out any of the other groups in this reading, or any of my other various readings. I have like over 300. So there's lots to choose from if you resonate and you vibe with me and you want to continue on here on this spiritual journey. Thank you so much for being with me here today, group number 1. I love you, and I'm sending you lots of blessings for this level up of joy. Much love, guys. Bye. All right, hi group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out how you are leveling up. You were drawn to, or you chose the Links card from the Holistic Oracle by Cooley Art. And this is feeling like you're linking something up, or something's coming together. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting right away. It just feels like things that were separate, like these pieces are separate. All of a sudden they start linking together, and they're actually showing me these links in a chain. And then what was once slack becomes tight, and then you're able to pull. And they're actually showing me a guy, I'm seeing clairvoyantly, like a big strong man pulling a truck, like a semi-truck with that chain. Okay, so you're moving something big here. They're showing me wide load. Yeah, like you're moving something big here. Oversized load. And it's like the links of these chains help you to create that tension that is necessary to create that movement. Does that make sense? Let's get more information. This I'm intrigued. I'm very interested in what this is. Let's start with tarot, and then we'll get into the oracle cards. And in the extended, we're going to go really deep into the how this is happening, what you can do, and when. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles. I'm feeling like strength, like you're developing some kind of strength to move something really big at the physical level, because that's what they were showing with that imagery and the symbolism of that. So you're linking something up. You're building momentum, I guess. Building momentum. Yeah. Why am I stumbling over my words on that? But anyway, you've got the 2 of Pentacles. That's what it feels like. You're linking up these 2 separate things. They come together. They form like this chain, and then you're able to use that as momentum. And it's very physical. Pentacles, they're earth realm, the 3D. And all of a sudden I'm getting these stabbing pains in my stomach, and I'm stumbling over my words. So what is going on? Why is this happening, Spirit? Everything that happens in a reading is connected to it. Well, we were talking about strength, which is to do with the physical body. These stabbing pains in the stomach are a bit odd. So maybe you're DNA linking or DNA chains or pairs, something about that could be significant as well. You're balancing something out at the physical level. There could be a diet change that's happening here that's causing you to level up in terms of your physical vitality. Yes, and your strength. But it's like you didn't see how something linked together. And then by putting those things together, by seeing the connections, you're able to use that as a tool that creates the momentum. I just keep getting that. All right, we have the Three of Swords. That's the stabbing pain, except for it's in the heart, where I was feeling it in my stomach, like in my gut. All right. Food choices, they're telling me that. They're telling me something about food choices, and that does affect the heart. They're showing me an electrocardiogram. Electrocardiogram, what is that? Like measuring the heart? Something about heart. The heart, the physical body, your strength. It's like how blood pumps through the system, makes you stronger, sends oxygen to the muscles and nutrients to the muscles. Yeah, you guys might be starting some kind of like workout routine or changing your diet or your lifestyle. And this is making you stronger. Oh, shit. Okay, 10 of Swords. After a period of, I got ringing in my ear when I turned this card over. So there's a lot of physical symptoms that I'm getting in your reading, group number 2. And like I said, whatever happens in the reading is connected to the message because I'm a full body channel. You know, it's not just through my words and my clairvoyancy. It's like, it's full body. So I experience it viscerally. And I feel like this is something that is part of this message. This is part of your level up. You're coming back. I just heard you're coming back after a period of degeneration. You're regenerating now. You're linking things up. They keep showing me DNA pairs linking up. Okay. Yeah, this is healing. I'm hearing the word mitochondria. That's the powerhouse of the cell. Yeah, you're healing. That's the mitochondria govern regeneration. And this may have been like you burnout or brain fog, mental fatigue, physical fatigue, weakness, possibly back issues. Some of you may even be leveling up by going and getting some acupuncture done. I just saw him lying on a table and getting acupuncture done. And I know because I've done that before. It does help. I've tried it. It does help. It's uncomfortable, but it helps. So you're like maybe trying new things physically in regard to your healing. 5 of Swords. Okay. I'm hearing bounce back. Last night took a L, but today I bounced back. Yeah, something about you're bouncing back. After a period of really like you like went through the ringer. On the bottom we have the Queen of Wands. This definitely 2 queens. I'm hearing the power of regeneration. Yeah, there's a lot to do with regeneration, group number 1. And growth and healing. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave this here in the reading, and we'll just make room up here for this other card because I was going to put this one there, but I feel like that Queen of Wands needs to be there because that's kind of like the significator type energy. It's like growth and healing. Knight of Cups. I heard on a mission. You're on a mission here, group number 1. Yeah, you're pulling that truck. You're doing something big and heavy and difficult, but it's going to be worth it because you're leveling up because of it. You know, it's like if you didn't do that, then you wouldn't have been able to get to that level, right? So yeah, it's good to carry heavy things or pull those heavy things sometimes because then you get stronger. Okay, let's get Oracle for group number 1. What is this level up? I actually feel those 2 cards. They said 3. All right. Communication. Okay. Anger. Oh. Look at this stabbing again. Stabbing. Okay. and duality. Wow. All right. Let's get some more information because I don't know how that fits in here. But we'll figure it out. 10911. I just saw those numbers. That's like a coding thing here. Yeah. Okay. You are seeing this situation accurately, Horus. I feel like this level up is you're getting clarity on something that you did not see clearly before. It was obscured because you were under stress. Oh. See, sometimes when I just talk, it channels right out of my mouth, communication. And then I'm like, my brain processes it cognitively. Okay, so that's another thing, is that I've stumbled over my words several times in this reading. I will not edit that out because, again, it's connected. We have the communication card. And it's like when you're flustered or when there's a lot of energy, or even like especially when you're angry or when you're tapped out mentally or physically, it becomes harder to verbalize words. I know this firsthand. The processing ability of taking thought and turning it into word is not as simple as we think it is. It is quite a complex process. There's a lot of like sensory motor skills that go into that. The jaw, the tongue, the mouth, the lips, the facial muscles, the brain, the parts in the brain that actually need to translate all of the information to verbal language. It's like a huge process. So there's something here, group number 2, about your physical health and well-being and how that translates to your emotional regulation and your ability to communicate. Yeah. Stay focused. Okay, I did mention brain fog. And this is kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like when you have brain fog, you don't see things accurately. You don't feel things accurately. When you're dysregulated like that, you're more likely to get frustrated because you're stumbling over your words, or feel weak, or not be able to communicate to other people effectively, not be able to regulate your emotions. You just blurt things out without thinking. So this it's giving me like... I don't know. It's giving me like, I do feel that one other card. Like mental and physical health and where those two connect. Links, right? Like linking those up because they are connected intricately. Look at that. See the other person's point of view. The 5 of Swords is disagreement. It's more than disagreement. It's like petty disagreements, like an anger and eruptions and conflict and fights and things like that. So you do have anger here and duality, communication. All right. So this is you being able to heal your body. And I'm hearing the word nervous system. Yes. Okay. So you're healing your nervous system. And then you're able to translate something that's very big and heavy for you into words that someone else can understand, or your mental functioning and processing is improving to the degree that you can understand someone else's point of view because you're not so stuck in your subjective, uncomfortable experience. And I can tell you this from experience. I have, you guys who are not new to the channel, you've probably heard me talk about this before. I have several neurodivergencies. I am a neurospicy sister, okay? And I've got ADHD, PTSD, ADD, I already said ADHD, anxiety, depression, like all those things. And it's connected to so many different things, but I've really struggled with like focus and brain fog and emotional regulation, and how all of these mental processes have affected negatively my physical body, my ability to executively function and care for myself through diet and health and routine because of a lack of dopamine, a lack of ability to communicate even. And the brain fog was debilitating to the point where at sometimes I was not able to communicate or express what I was feeling. And it felt very isolating and scary. Or where I would again, like blurt things out without meaning to say that. And I had to learn a lot of different skills to be able to start rebuilding from that. But this is kind of like, it doesn't have to be that literally. Oh, these are very crooked. Hold on. It doesn't have to be that literally for you, group number 2, but it's that as like an example, right? It's like things that were disconnected. It's the weakest link, where was the weakest link within you? And this level up is you reforging those links and connecting them so that you have, like I said, that tensile strength to be able to pull that heavy load, heavy mental load. You could even be releasing an allostatic load. Allostatic load is a buildup of stress, either mental or physical, in the body. And when we have very high allostatic load, our nervous system is chronically dysregulated. We're always out of our window of tolerance. And I know because I've lived like that for much of my life, if not like almost all of it. And I see you doing this level up in terms of your ability to recognize that, group number 2, and then be able to respond to it effectively. And it's like you're able to stay focused on why you're doing this, why it's important, and the positive aspects of what this is going to come out with. Like you're going to be more capable of communicating effectively with others, getting your point across, being understood, understanding other people, holding space for them, like not interrupting or not overshadowing someone else because you're consumed with what's going on within you. It's like you're able to see both sides. Yeah, see duality. You're able to see both sides, the other person's point of view and your own. And this is going to dissipate a lot of that anger that was the stabbing that I was feeling. Yeah. Like even before we had all these stabbing cards, I told you I felt the stabbing. I told you like that. This is real shit. So you're leveling up big time here, group number 2, in your ability to communicate and get centered, like how she's sitting here in this meditative pose. You're just going to feel more grounded, more safe, connected, healthy, physically balanced. That's the energy I'm getting of this level up. And that stability, right? That balance, 2 of Pentacles balance, is going to help you to recover and recover. Now, what do I mean by that? Recover in the physical sense, as in you're recovering your health, you're regenerating, and recover in the sense that you are able to recover parts of yourself that you may have lost in the midst of all of this degeneration or stress or overwhelm or overload. And possibly even recover some relationships that may have been negatively impacted in the past by the sort of like what they're showing me clairvoyantly, if I'm trying to explain this, is like you kind of had like this harsh energy that you were in and it was painful for you. And so that pain just kind of radiated out and then it would bump up against other people and it would hurt them too. And so the more pain that you held, the more that would spill over into other people. And the opposite is also true. The more healing and love that you hold, the more peace that you hold, that spills over to other people as well. Because we're all just like walking energy banks. We're all like walking data sets. We're all walking portals. And when we interact with other people, we get kind of we interact with that energy. We get affected by that energy. So I'm seeing you being able to recover a lot of different things here, group 2, like a lot of different things. And it's really hinging on your ability to see this clearly. And this clarity, this level of understanding, I'm hearing empathy, this level of empathy, heart expansion, heart healing, physical healing. Oh yeah, they said electrocardiogram. Right. Okay. So this is like heart chakra as well. Sometimes spirit will give something that I translate as literal that is actually meant to be symbolic. Like they do this with me all the time. And because sometimes it can go either way. So it's up to me as the reader to interpret it as best I can with the context that I'm given. But it just clicked there for me. It's like, okay, this is a heart chakra expansion. And the heart chakra does govern healing. It does. It is what we use to heal. So when I'm giving Reiki to someone, it's through the hands. Well, I mean, when I'm doing it in person, which I don't do often, it's mostly through Zoom, but it comes through the hands. It comes out the hands. And why? Because the hands are connected to the heart chakra. And you have hands here. Yes, you're healing your heart chakra, removing the stabs from that. And it's healing your body. It's healing your relationships because the heart chakra rules relationships with other people. And it's healing your ability to Empathize and understand yourself as well, which it's like improving your focus because you're more regulated in your body, in your nervous system. Yeah, healed. I'm hearing this is healing, like on so many different levels. Group number 2, so many different levels you're healing. Wow. Okay, so group 1, not group 1, group 2, that is your reading. Now we're going to be diving even deeper in the members' extended part of this reading. We're going to be looking at how you are doing this, some direct guidance to help you to achieve this, and when you can expect this to happen, when you're being prompted to do this, or how long this may take. So if you are interested in going even deeper with me on the extended reading or in the extended reading, jump over to the members side of the channel. I will link the members extended down below in the description box. If you click on it, it should give you the prompt to join as a member if you wish, which gives you access not only to the extended reading, but also to the various other pick a card readings on the member side of the channel, as well as the monthly live streams with me where members get to ask personal questions and I provide healing, guidance, pull cards, teach whatever is needed of me. So if you guys are interested, it's a good bargain. Come on over and I'll see you there. And if not, check out any of the other groups in this reading or any of my other various readings. I have tons on my channel and you'll find something there from Spirit for you. I hope that you're enjoying the readings. I love you guys and appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out how you are leveling up. You were drawn to the masculine card. All right. How is group number 3 leveling up, Spirit? I'm not getting anything right away from the masculine card, so let's get some tarot. Okay, we have the 6 of Cups. I feel like this is going to be a complex reading, group number 3. I don't know. I'm just getting that vibe. So I'm going to put that out there. Knight of Swords. 4 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there's some kind of a block that you're pushing through. Because even as I'm trying to read these cards, I'm feeling blocked up. And I was not feeling that in group 1 or 2 or the extended readings for either one of those. It was very clear. It was flowing very easily. And now when I'm jumping into your reading, it feels like there's resistance or there's a block. And it's like I can't see or put things together. And now my body is starting to like get panicky. Okay, so this is everything that happens in a reading is connected to the message. So this is like you being able to feel safe. Yeah, it's like you being able to feel safe so that you can receive and open up emotionally and be able to intuit or sense things beyond your physical senses. But there was maybe a block there, like the overprotective side of the masculine polarity that we all have within us that goes up to shield us, and it shuts down anything that it cannot understand. So like the intuition, psychic abilities, feeling, even just like the emotions can get shut down because the masculine feels a lot more comfortable in the linear, in the logical, in the rational, in what it can see, touch, and feel and understand and compartmentalize. So I think this is directly related to the message here. We have the 5 of Wands. And the level up could be that you are clearing through or pushing through that block and being able to connect to a much deeper part of you. I'm hearing reconciling differences. Like you're reconciling differences within yourself. And I'm seeing that show up on the outside too, like reconciling differences with other people so that you can actually let your blocks and let your guard down is actually what they just said. Let your guard down, open your heart, connect, be intimate with other people, trust other people. Yeah, that's very 6 of Cups, being able to trust people. Because you can sense beyond what you physically see from them. Like what you see is what you get when it comes to people, but you can even read into that deeper by tuning in emotionally or psychically and sensing sometimes like the emotional stuff behind the scenes, because what you see is what you get with people in terms of how they behave, but not always what they say, right? So I just feel like you've had your guard up, group number 3. Okay, we have the Hanged Man. Yeah. I'm feeling hesitancy, like not wanting to rush into things, overthinking things, spending a lot of time almost like ruminating. Yeah, spending a lot of time going slow. Maybe because of some things that blocked this up in the first place, where you learned on some level that you couldn't trust people, or that it wasn't safe to open your heart, and you started employing this self-protection as a way to keep yourself safe in that regard. But I'm seeing you moving out of that because it became a little stagnant. And on the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands. It got a little stagnant, and this level up is you moving out of that. Yeah, moving out of that. Message to pass on. Interesting. I was kind of getting like where you learned to do this. It was kind of like maybe what you were modeled. That was actually a word that popped into my head. I didn't say it, but it's kind of making sense with this card. It's like if you were modeled that people were not trustworthy, either because the people you were interacting with were not trustworthy, or because they taught you that indirectly through the way that they interacted with other people, like your parents or something, because Six of Cups can be about memories from the past and childhood and things like that. And this may have imprinted on you, and then that became the default mechanism of this is how I'm going to interact with other people. And that really kind of slowed you up here, group number 3, is what I'm seeing, in your ability to progress, in your ability to follow your instincts, is what Spirit's telling me. Yeah, the Ace of, that makes sense. Instincts, yeah. It's like your intuition would tell you something, but then you would deny it or reject it or shut it down because you didn't necessarily know how to interpret it in the moment, or you didn't trust it. And not trusting yourself will translate to not trusting other people, and vice versa. So this level up is you being able, this is like you learning how to come out of that. And then that is something that you will pass on. Message of freedom. That's interesting that both of these cards from this deck are messages. They're not all like that. So I feel like you, oh my God, I said you, and I looked at the card on the bottom and it says you. Yeah, this is about you. Oh, secrets. And she's got the pendulum here. This is divination tool. This is about you unlocking these secrets of the divine. This is about you being able to tap into these messages from the beyond that don't necessarily make sense at the physical level, but that are going to help you to get out of this roadblock that you've been in, group number 3, regarding the ability to open up and the ability to move forward in life, or to trust yourself to make decisions, or to plant seeds for the future, or to connect with other people on a healthy, intimate level. Oh, or even to create prosperity. You have Lakshmi, flow of prosperity. This is the level up. You're going to see a lot of prosperity come from this. So whatever you are doing, and we're going to get more information on that in the extended, it is significantly going to shift the way that you physically shape your reality. I'm seeing you being able to trust yourself to take action. And then instead of overthinking it or coming into contact, I meant to say conflict. Contact, messages. You're making contact here in some way. But to instead of coming into conflict and then getting stuck there, you're actually able to leap into action. You're able to do it. You're able to implement because you trust yourself. Go now. Yeah. I was getting that energy. I was getting like the kind of just do it energy. Like you're able to just do it. You're able to jump on it when the instinct hits or when you get that feeling, and trust that. And here you have go now. I'm hearing Hit the Road, Jack. They're playing that song in my head. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Choose peace. You could be even walking away from, look on the bottom, you have father, husband, brother, son, Osiris, masculine. You could be walking away from a masculine. Yeah, you could be walking away from a masculine, choosing freedom, passing on someone, like, no thanks, I'm not going to go there because I intuitively feel that it's not right. You could be getting out of a situation, or this could be that it feels like you're saying no to something and you're choosing peace. And then in saying no to one thing, you're saying yes to something else. And that also brings you peace. Okay, they are telling me that there's messages that are going to be coming in. You have these two knights here. And they are moving in opposite directions. But there's some messages here. Okay, so there's messages from the past because the Knight of Swords is facing the Six of Cups. And the Knight of Swords is about the mind. So you're going to be receiving some kind of a message from the mind that's being passed on to you. You see the eye here in message to pass on. So this is going to be coming through the third eye or through a thought that you have, a realization, an epiphany. Secondly, you're going to be creating or receiving, or both, a message of freedom that you are going to implement at the physical level that will be basically a real physical representation of you choosing peace. And you're going to act on it without delay. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, you're going to act on it without delay. You're not going to hesitate. You're not going to doubt, because you received this information in the timing that you needed it. And you were able to process it at that logical level, while at the same time honoring this deeper flow of wisdom or knowledge that's coming through from within you. So it's like masculine and feminine. You're uniting the feminine principle of intuition with the masculine ability to act instinctively on the spot and to respond and to take action to create some kind of result here. Now, what that is, I'm not sure yet. No, they said don't go into the more cards. We're going to get those in the extended. So then what is the rest of the message here for group number 3, Spirit? All right, they showed me the elephant here in this card, and that reminds me of Ganesh. So, and they said, yeah, they gave me the phrase remover of obstacles, and that is Ganesh. That's what he does. So we were talking about blocks and obstacles. So I feel like this level up is allowing you to move through those obstacles, those barriers, those blocks that were obstructing your progress. Especially those that felt out of your control is what I'm hearing. Things that felt like they were being imposed by other people, or things that you perceived as coming from outside of you. But I'm seeing that you are able to actually put it together, that there's some level of this that you are in control of. Whether it's like the deep subconscious beliefs or the emotional patterns or programming, or that's what it feels like, or your ability to trust yourself and the mindset shift that comes from that. Whatever it is, it's like there is something within this that you can control. And the removal of this block is your ability to see that and then to take action, like right away. Yeah, it feels very quick, like the turnaround on this is very fast. And there's a lot of money specifically, because they're showing me prosperity, the coins in her hands, and they showed me the red stockings on the Hanged Man, which is connected to the root chakra, that is directly related to your stability and security and can translate to financial. So I'm feeling like you're going to, and the Knight of Pentacles too, yeah. So you're going to be getting some kind of, you're going to be receiving something. You could be receiving money. I'm not sure how. Somebody's going to gift you something. Somebody's passing something on to you. This could even be a man or a masculine energy who a person who gives you something, passes something on to you. Maybe it's a a father, grandfather, uncle, brother, something like that. We did have that. Yeah, look at that. We had the father, brother, husband, son, whatever. So this could be coming from any one of those people. They could be passing something on to you physically. I heard bequeath. Bequeathing? Bequeath. What is that? I bequeath unto you. Oh yeah, that is like passing something on. Yeah, so somebody's passing something on to you. Or they did, and you're learning, like if this is an emotional thing, like I said, that was passed on to you, a subconscious belief pattern, then you're unpacking that, and that's the removal of the block. But I do get something here about a physical thing that is coming to you or being passed on or you're receiving from a masculine energy. And it's when you clear this block that this happens. And you may initiate this, or the other person might initiate this, but energetically, you've aligned to it, is what it feels like, group 3. Yeah, you align to it, and you start this process of movement from the inside out. Because again, you're trusting yourself. You're choosing what brings you peace. You're not holding yourself up anymore. You're saying yes to life, is what I just heard. Okay, so you're saying yes to life, and then it's kind of like that blows the blocks out of the way, and then all of a sudden something comes in. You get an offer, you receive a message, somebody gives you something, and then that leads to some kind of prosperity or money or security in some way, shape, or form. Security, yeah. And it's ironic because the word security also reminds me of like a security system, what we do to protect ourselves. And that's the very first message I was getting in this reading, was like you've had these blocks or barriers up as a way to protect yourself, but maybe they were actually stopping you from going out into the world and taking the bull by the horns kind of thing, Because I'm seeing clairvoyantly somebody who walls themselves in. You build these walls to keep people out, but you inadvertently walled yourself in. Now you're trapped in there, and then you're stuck. And that's not a good place to be. Doesn't feel safe to be in there. And then you go without because you can't get out. So I'm seeing you somehow, like, you break down the wall, or you make a door because you decide to. It's kind of like you choose to do it, and then it creates it because you're a creator being. So if you choose to break through the barrier, you break through the barrier. And then you're able to receive something, because it's kind of like something was knocking at your door the whole time, but you couldn't hear it because you bricked it up. And as soon as you decide to create a door in the brick wall, poof, it appears. And then there's somebody else knocking on the other side, like, here, I've got something for you. I've been standing here for a while. Wait, what took you so long? Oh, sorry, I was in the shower. But really, you had walled yourself in to protect yourself. And I think that there was a purpose for that. I think that you were learning a lot. Like, while you were within the confines of that barrier that you created for yourself, you learned. Sorry, it stopped recording. We got cut off. I don't know how long that was out for, but I was saying that you learned to receive information from the emotional realm. You learned to trust your instincts, or this was all part of this process, or is part of this process. You chose peace. You created that, and then that is the foundation upon which you are forging this path forward. Yes. Okay, so basically, group number 3, the level up here is that you are freeing yourself. Like, you are freeing yourself. And that is unlocking all of this prosperity. It's getting you back out into the fray, in a good way. And you're able to trust your instinct to build for the future. And because you choose peace over a false sense of security, which was actually detrimental in the long run, you're going to see that mirrored back to you. As within, so without, right? So I just heard something about continuity as well, something about law of continuity. I don't know what that one is. I'll have to look that up. something about law of continuity. Okay, so maybe we'll get more information on that in the extended. But that is what I have for you today on this main part of the reading, group number 3. So I hope that this was helpful in some way. We're going to be diving into the how, the what, the why, and the timing on this as well in the extended for the members. If you'd like to become a member and access the extended reading, I will leave the link in the description box below. So for the monthly price, you get the extended as well as all of the other members' readings that I've ever recorded and the members' live streams where members ask personal questions and I provide guidance, healing, and mentorship and support in whatever way is needed. So lots of good value there. Is something to consider. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's cool too. I've got lots of other free readings on the main channel. You can check those out and receive messages from Spirit till your heart's content. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye.